Good morning, students. Yesterday we discussed about a method of separation in which a solid is separated from a liquid, and first method which we discussed was filtration. Now the second method we will discuss today is centrifugation, or most commonly it is known as churning. First of all, let us see what it is. This is the picture of a centrifuge, inside which in test tube the mixture of solid with liquid is kept and it is rotated with a very high speed. Then you can see here, this is the case before. What happens? The milk is in one form only, that is only milk is seen. But now after rotating, we can see there are two layers. In the upper part cream is separated and the lower part milk is present. So basically this is a method of separating a solid from a liquid. Now we will discuss about it in detail. First of all, what is centrifugation? It is a process by which certain mixtures, that is solid liquid mixtures, are separated by rotating it at a very high speed in a circular motion. The device or instrument used for this purpose is called centrifuge or ultracentrifuge. Now what is happening when the mixture is rotated with a high speed in circular motion? The basic principle which is involved behind the separation of components of mixture is that when substances move in a circular motion at a great speed, two forces act on them. And what are the two forces and how they act? That also we need to discuss. The first force is called centripetal force. If any object is moving in a circular motion, two forces are always acting. One is centripetal force and the second one is centrifugal force. This centripetal force acts in the inward direction and the centrifugal force acts on the outward direction, and both the forces are exerted on the components of the mixture and the components of the mixtures get separated. So how it happens? Centripetal force acts on the component which is more denser or which is having more density. That means we can say generally centripetal force acts on the component which is because it is having more density, and centrifugal force acts on the less denser component of the mixture. So the more denser component is thrown in the inward direction and the less denser component that is thrown in the outward direction. And if centripetal force is acting on any component, then what happens? The component mainly settles down at the bottom, and if centrifugal force is acting, then the component commonly that is present in the upper part. So now we will discuss the various applications of centrifugation or churning method. Common methods which are in which this centrifugation is practiced. First is in separating cream from milk. Second is in testing of blood and urine in pathology labs. And the third one is in washing machines for drying clothes. In all these cases, the mixture is rotated in circular motion with a high speed. As a result, the components present in it get separated from each other. So this is all about centrifugation, and now rest of the things we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.